I mean, I'm 38. I can't do what I used to do. I mean, even in my 20s, sometimes I'd race 20 times in a year. And I used to pride myself on my consistency. I'd want to finish on the podium every single time. But as you get older, you're not able to maintain that sort of level for 8 months or 9 months of the year. And, last year, leading into Kona, I'd raced 9 times and I felt almost an obligation. I got a lot of invitations to race places and I wanted to go and race. People enjoy racing with the world champion in the field, and I think that's part of your responsibility, is to go around and do different races, and it was my decision to do that. And it was an interesting year because I felt last year was a great season. Leading into Kona, I'd won 7 of the 9 races that I'd done, and the other 2 were 3rd places. But the more I won, the more the pressure was just building and building, and the only way it evaporates is by getting beaten. And unfortunately that happened in the last race of the year in Kona, but as I've maintained all along, I still had a really good race. I just got beaten by 3 guys who were a little more up for it on the day and had great races. But I think the lesson was that maybe I did need to refine the scheduling a little bit, take a little bit more downtime at the end of the season, recharge the batteries and just build up slowly. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not, I guess, an aspiring triathlete coming up trying to make a name for myself. I don't have to race every weekend as much as I love to. I'm a racer and I love to race, and I think my sponsors like that I race a lot. But like you say, there was an enforced layoff earlier this year, and I think it was a blessing in disguise, really. I hadn't had an enforced layoff for nearly a decade. I had the chicken pox back in '02, but since then it's just been consistent training and racing for nearly 10 years, and maybe my body did need that rest. I think, I did all the training for Ironman Australia. I got sick 2.5 weeks before the race, so I didn't really miss any training. I just missed doing the race. So all that fitness was in the bank. I didn't do the race. I didn't have to recover from an Ironman, and mainly it was just a matter of getting healthy. And when I was able to do that, I certainly noticed, having fresher legs, that my level of training was at a higher level than last year and the previous couple of years. So I was excited all year. I thought good things could be on the cards for later in the season. Just all the indicators in training were that I seemed to be right on track and hitting all the targets easily, and I wasn't forcing it. It was coming really easily and naturally, and I just felt strong all through the year. Even in my really heavy volume phases, I felt really strong. So all indications were that I was going to get in great shape for my 2 focus races, which came in September and October.